I'm a big fan of words, like the word verisimilitude. I love the way it sounds. Plus, it takes me back to an 11th grade book report I had to do on the grapes of wrath, which I did, by the way, the entire time in front of my class in denim overalls, very cool, a ratty shirt, and beat up old boots in complete Tom Joad character. And I ended up getting an A+ because my English teacher couldn't believe I actually used the word verisimilitude, which means, by the way, the appearance of being real. Anyway, I like words because they're essentially tools. Some people use a word to describe something in their lives, and that word ends up either empowering them or handcuffing them because of the very nature of its meaning. A word is also a tool that you and I use to try and create an understanding with each other. Okay, so why does this matter in the context of being more effective? Well, the words time management that I alluded to in the last video have been a map leading people in the wrong direction. It's giving people this false belief that you're supposed to manage time. You're not. You never were. I never was. The right tool or word to use to describe the real thing we're trying to solve for in the world of effectiveness or productivity is activity. And here's why. Take a business person that has excellent time management skills, and every single minute of their day is accounted for and filled with some sort of to-do or some sort of activity. Now, the people on the sidelines watching how busy that person is say, wow, they're so organized and efficient. But what they don't see is the low bank account. Why? Because they missed the point. They missed the goal. The goal isn't to manage time. The goal is to manage important and highly leveraged activities. Now, let's take a look at another business person. She has a few items in her calendar. Free flows through her day. When a great opportunity pops up, she pounces on it. But most days, she's only working 2 to 2.5 hours. Now, the people on the sidelines looking at her think she's lazy or unproductive, but what they don't see is the 8 figures in her bank account. Why? Because when you get great at managing the right activities at the right time, you will transform your results in your business. And in the second example, she actually does exist. She's a client of mine, and she's figured out the big levers or activities that matter in her business. So what could be the difference in their activities? Well, person A could be filling up their day with editing graphics, talking to unqualified prospects, possibly attending 2 different webinars that are great content, but things he or she wouldn't ever implement right now because he doesn't have the time or the money. They would be activities like organizing files possibly, and on and on and on. Basically, any activity that isn't about moving the business forward. Now, person B, my client, is filling up their day with establishing a new joint venture relationship that will get her products in front of 10,000 new prospects. It could be filled up with a meeting with a qualified prospect that has a need she's perfectly skilled to handle. It could be filled with a 30-minute coaching session with an employee on how to properly develop an airtight system that can be passed along to lower paid staff. There's a common thread that weaves all of those activities together, which we're going to get to in the next video. But first, even one of the greatest living entrepreneurs, Elon Musk, said, "I've never read any books on time management. It's a flawed view at life." So from now moving forward, start paying attention to the value of your activities and not amount of activities you can fit in a day. And to help you start to get this figured out, let's jump into the next video.